The city is asking Torontonians to weigh in on what their priorities are. What do you want the city to prioritize in the 2026 budget? So basically, they're asking Torontonians, what is important to you? Things like transit, perhaps, or policing, paramedics, parks, festivals, all of these things that your taxes go into paying for. So there are a number of different ways that you can get involved. One of the big ones is an online survey that is now available in 12 different languages. Now, I took a look at this survey a little bit earlier, and it's not very granular or in-depth, but it does cover some high-level budget questions. It takes about 6 or 7 minutes for you to fill it out, depending on how much thought you're going to give each question and whether you want to pick from one of the multiple choices or perhaps fill in your own response. Now, there is also a section about property tax increases, something we did hear the mayor speak about recently, because Toronto is facing a gap in some key funding from both the federal and provincial governments when it comes to housing funds. So that section of the survey explains that property taxes are the main way the city pays for everyday essential services and infrastructure, including things like transit and emergency services. So the question in the survey asks if you would prefer to keep property taxes low and maintain services at the same level they are at now, or with some reductions, or then perhaps increase property taxes and improve services. So during today's announcement about the public consultations, I asked the chair of the Budget Committee, Shelley Carroll, how much the public's opinion will actually matter when it comes to property taxes, given that the mayor has already floated the idea and Toronto is facing this shortage in housing funds next year. Take a listen.
Property tax aren't based on the amount of cash you have in your pocket, but the assessed value of your home. So it's not the right tax pocket to be using for that particular purpose. And so in that vein, we're going to stay at the table with the federal government. We're going to do what we can to work things out with them. But it's true that when we sit down in these pre-budget consultations, it will be part taking feedback, hearing what are the most important services in your life and where you as a Torontonian think we should be going looking for efficiencies.
And now, so coming back to those public consultations, then some other ways you can participate. There are in-person meetings across the city in North York, Etobicoke, Scarborough, and downtown Toronto. There's also going to be 2 virtual meetings if you can't attend those in-person meetings. And then this online survey is going to be live until October 31st.